YouTube, it's Maddie, the Empty Nest Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. If it's your first time, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you're returning, as always, I'm super glad you came back. Today, I'm just going to do a quick share of what's on my desk. So right now, I'm showing you a long shot of my table that I work on. So it's really what's on my table. My desk over there just really holds my laptop, and I don't do any crafting on it. But here I have a tailgate table that I'm currently and has always used as my work area. And I'm just going to give you a little tour as to how I use it. So this side, I'll give you a wide shot of this side first, holds mainly my alcohol markers, my watercolor markers, and my card bases. So here I have some pre-cut card bases. Right here I have some Korean watercolor markers behind it. I have this spinny with my Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens, and in addition my Tombos. And right next to it I carry my alcohol markers. They are Ohuhus and some tri-blends from Spectrum Noir. This space I thought I would use to do some marker coloring, but in fact I tend to choose my colors, either alcohol or watercolor, and bring them over to the other side where my chair is. I also use this space when I have somebody crafting with me, but generally I try to keep it open, not as often as I would like, but open so I can put pieces there when I am letting them out to dry, or putting them aside until I get a chance to put it away because I have to move on to the next part of my project. Over here, as you can see, is a large spinny, and I will go over what's in there. And this is where I mainly work. I have my chair set here, and I am actually going to sit down as I describe what is in this area. So right here you can see I have my die cutting machine, and I do have another one, a Gemini Junior, which I used prior to this, but since that time I've replaced it with this little mini Impress. I love it. It has a super small footprint and a very, very good machine. So that's the one I use almost all the time. Gemini Junior is larger and will accommodate some dies that will not work in this mini Impress. Over here I have a few glues. My Barely Arts is right there, and in those two mini bottles, and I just filled them recently, I have some of the Tim Holtz glue. I do love that glue because it dries not only clear but matte. And if you have some mistakes and your glue comes through, matte is better than just clear, because all of the glues that I have used, even though they're great glues, tend to be clear but shiny. And a matte glue is usually easier to camouflage if you do make mistakes. I'm gonna pull over this little coffee mug, which is a recent addition to my desk extravaganza, what I like to keep close by. And it was a gift from my son's fiance a couple years ago, and it's his instant scrapbooker, just add water. Just add coffee, I mean, and I think that's adorable. So I used to have it on my actual desk next to the laptop, but I thought it would be fun and have been enjoying it to store some of my often used supplies. So I have here a little knife, my Posca pen, my glitter pen. This is a creative memories tool used for pulling up pieces if you need to make a repair. I have my bone folder. I have a emery board. I don't know if you have had issues with some of your cutting, that some of the time if your blade is not brand new, it becomes a little jaggedy, so I like to keep that handy. I have these two pens, a black and a white. The black one is really my favorite. I use it to add a little bit of gloss, and it is called the Glaze. Here, I had it the wrong way for you to see. Come on, focus. Can you focus? Maybe not. It does say Glaze. Let me see if I move it elsewhere. Still not going to focus, but it does say Glaze, and I did pick it up on Amazon. Got my 2 spray bottles and a little trash. Here I have my cell phone holder, my little spinny for my brushes. I keep my Tim Holtz oxides right next to it, and some weights is what I use them for, to flatten out my projects from time to time. But they, really are acrylic blocks for stamping, which I never use. I always use a stamp positioning tool. This little guy I put together from a Yankee Candle. Many of you have made them or used them. It's a little shaker as well. And I made it to use with my stamp positioning tool. I don't see that it actually is better than using my hands. So I have it there. I like to play with it, and I do use it, but it doesn't replace pressing down with my hands, I have found. This is my second spinner with my brushes of different sizes. Love that. That little spinner, I picked up the actual piece at $1.25 Tree, and I added a Lazy Susan to the bottom from Amazon, and I love those two things. So this one is for my oxides, and this one is for my inks. I am going to pick up some additional brushes, but I do mostly blend with my oxides. Also, besides the mini brushes, I have these cute little mini pouncers that I picked up on Amazon, and have been using them from time to time. Book's still out on how much I love them. We'll see. Then I have some ink blending tools of various sizes. There are the large, here are the small. Of course, everybody knows you can replace these, and I do have more, but I just keep 2 handy, and if I have a project where I need more, I do, reach for them in the storage bin that I keep them in. Of course, there is the carrier for my stamp chamois, and then the huge spinner with the rest of the tools that I love. So there are my scissors, brushes. Up top in the center, I've got my ATG guns. Then, of course, you have your tweezers. You got to have your tweezers, or I do anyway. My T-ruler, my glasses, and of course, oops, sorry about that. my my Tim Holtz sprayers. So next over, I have another brayer and various other zig glues and these stylus for the stylus tool. Yeah, you know, that you use for folding or whatever. Words are hard, people. Okay, over there I have some pokey tools, a little spoon for picking things up. I wanted this thing for the longest time. I haven't touched it yet. Well, maybe I will. All I have to do is remember I have it. Some regular pens and pencils, one more spin, and there we have some chalk markers, some little Dollar Tree Crafter Square metallic markers. They come in handy when I remember to use them, and some more glitter pens. This one is from Zig, I believe, and the other is Nuvo. This is the one I reach for most, the Nuvo. And let's see, does it say? Yeah, Nuvo. I don't know if I am focusing, but that's what it says, Nuvo. Okay. And last on my desk, I have some little completed cards and some card parts, soon to be cards, that I will just put together and put away probably sooner rather than later. And this is not exactly my desk, but here I have a little snack table with my trimmer, recent haul, a couple of little odds and ends, and that's what we have. So here you can see this end with the markers is sort of my holding place for when my things are going to dry. Here in the center, I tend to pile up things that are ready for the next stage right in front of my spinner. And here, where my ink and my blending tools are, is where I work. So there you have it. When my craft room is in order, as it mostly is today, that's what it looks like. So I thought since I had things almost all put away, I would give you guys a little peek as to what I like to have next to me when I craft. So these are the main players, and so far it's been like this a little while and kind of works for me. So I hope you enjoyed that little peek, and I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already, like and comment. And if you have a craft room, please share your little space. And if you have any tips as to how to stay organized and what you like to keep handy, please share them. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye, YouTube.